been a seeker and a spiritual adventurer, I guess. I've been told I have a very old soul. I'm attracted to ideas of caring for the world and caring for humanity. I guess that's why I became a photojournalism student at Texas State University. While at school, I came across an advertisement for a new book called Beatlism. It was located on campus. I contacted the author, Anthony Archer, and met with him to discuss his book and ideas. We met briefly at a coffee shop and had a short but good conversation about life, people, the state of our planet, and the state of organized religion. I was intrigued by the conversation. The philosophy of Beatlism, which he said was synonymous with humanitarianism, resonated strongly with my beliefs. And finding Anthony to be an original conversationalist, I asked him if he would be interested in letting me conduct an interview with him. He agreed. And several days later, I went to his house, which was, ironically, only a few miles out of town in the Texas Hill Country. I've been wanting to do an important documentary film for some time. Our conversations were amazing, and what follows is footage from our meeting that early summer of 2008. So here we are at the Walrus Ranch, about to interview Anthony Archer about his new book, Beatlism, 24 Teachings. So let's go. Well, I really want to thank you for letting me come out here to your own house and
Thank you for being here.
your beautiful backyard. It was a great opportunity, and I'm really glad that you granted me this opportunity.
I'm glad to have you. Anxious to talk with you. I love the book you gave me by Dr. Frankel. I really did.
And I love the book that you wrote. So, I know what Beatlism is, but if you had to summarize Beatlism, how would you describe it?
It's a book of ideas that, if put into practice, can really help us understand and observe ourselves and our lives. So many of us walk through life with very little real consciousness of who we are and what's important and what we're supposed to be doing. So I think that forgetfulness is something that can be overcome, and I think that Beatlism is perhaps a reminder of who we are and what is important in life.
That's the impression that I got. Throughout reading the book, I questioned whether Beatlism was a new religion or not, whether it was more of just a philosophical guideline or a new religion.
Well, you can guess I would get asked that question quite a lot, and it's not a new religion at all. Beatlism is a book of ideas, as I say, which hopefully will promote some sort of conscionable awareness. That is, conscionable thinking, conscionable actions in our day-to-day lives. A true religion is, in a sense, the synthesis of your mind and your emotion and your body in a lifestyle. But the way we use the word religion, of course, is probably not as well defined as it should be. So in that sense, I would have to say it's not a new religion, but perhaps a very good way of maybe gaining some perspective on religion, and putting our religions into practice, I would say.
Is Beatlism more of just a synthesis of various popular religions?
There's nothing new in the book, that's for sure. Beatlism is synonymous with the word humanitarianism in a sense. The doctrines of humanitarianism and altruism are very ancient. The doctrines of self-observation and self-awakening and spiritual evolution are very ancient doctrines. So I've certainly been exposed to many of these teachings, and in you know, defining my own values and beliefs and ideas in life, it would be impossible for me not to include these ancient teachings, which certainly predate my little book.
Yeah, that's the understanding that I got from reading it as well.
Right.
But also in the book you gave an impression of knocking down the five religions at the same time as using them. Do you believe that religion is not doing a good job of taking care of society right now?
I believe exactly what you just said. I think that what is passing off for religion now is doing a great amount of harm to human societies around the world, in all of the different five major religious groups under these umbrellas, the various millions of people that essentially sleepwalk through life and pretend to adhere to these particular religions have become hypnotized. Quite honestly, that's what it is. To the point where certain amnesia has overtaken them, and they're no longer actually pursuing self-knowledge. They're going through the motions of a make-believe religion that they somehow have imagined, or other people have imagined and told them about, and they've then they've gotten on that imagination bandwagon. In fact, the religions, the five famous religions in any event, Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Buddhism, and Hinduism, have failed to usher humanity to any conscionable place, even after thousands and thousands of years. We're no closer to peace and prosperity. I think that history just proves that the organized religious institutions have not really served humanity's best interests at all, and to the contrary, have promoted, in one way or another, and either directly or less directly, but certainly in one way or another, have promoted the continual warfaring nature of our kind. This is what humans have done for thousands of years. They lie, cheat, steal, and go destroy somebody else's community and families. And we haven't progressed for thousands of years of these religions. They become characters of themselves. And as I say, the true religion is the religion of love and honesty and compassion, humanitarianism.
You definitely, you do a good job of showing that religion is more of a law-based morality, whereas we should be progressing to the point where we're awakening human consciousness.
Exactly.
And that's what I got the feeling of what Beatlism was trying to do.
Right, because the spirituality and religion are two different things also, you see. And the idea that we can become enlightened merely through prayer is an illusory concept, because you could pray all day long every day in whatever way you wish to whatever God or deity you wish to pray to, and that is still not going to necessarily attune you to the voice of conscience and then discipline you to adhere to that and enact that in life. So the humanitarian essence of life really is the day-to-day reality of how we act with ourselves and with each other, and why we do what we do. You see, not just doing something, but knowing why we're doing something. Therein lies meaning. And without meaning, as Dr. Frankl says in his book, there is no life. There's no value in life.